countdown is 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Hey, here we are. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to get it over with right off the bat.
Yep.
Smart food. Oh, I need some of that.
Dave Cullen, how about that? The first 5 seconds of the show. And from
I just wanted to get it over with. Yeah.
Done.
Today, I had roast beef. Anyway, welcome to another Sunday of Madness, as we like to call it. And I'm just going to turn that thing off because he's driving me around the bed and I keep reading it over and over again. So as if by magic, that's gone. Right, okay. So I hope everyone's had a good week. And in the UK, the sun has been shining. You notice how the sun shines on the righteous. Don't say a word. Right, okay. So, everyone, Marcus, are you good?
Está bueno.
There you go. Jackie?
Yeah, I took my mum out droning the other day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's nice to see older people get involved because at the South Florida drone meet there was someone actually at a maiden flight. Harold, can you remember? Do you remember that, Marcus? That lady flying a drone.
You're ringing a bell here. Who was that?
I haven't got a clue.
I know. You're ringing a bell. Anyway,
I think it's something to do with Mark Fisher. I think.
So I will say this: my 92-and-a-half-year-old neighbor. I took him out and gave him a drone lesson yesterday. And let me tell you what, he was flying that drone like a champ. He was flying it all around.
As I say, you're never too old to fly a drone. Or never too young either. So,
never too young.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at Terry. No one tells that.
We're getting a close up of Terry today.
You are. I've adjusted my camera. I can move it again.
Terry just fell off the chair. You do
just don't point it down. That's all. Well, we're asking.
If you look at the sign,
had that before,
and if you look at the sign above Terry's head, it says "Man Cave."
It's my man cave there, boy. My man cave.
Anyway.
Terry and your accents, man, dude.
It's been on the stage this week and getting everything ready for our performance.
Wow.
And then we ended up quoting Shakespeare, and they're all saying now, we must do a hand up Hamlet. Are you game for it? So I might be on the stage soon. Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York. Any more?
Okay.
To be or not to be?
Friends, friends and countrymen.
To be or not to be?
Not to be or not to be, that is the question.
Yeah.
The question is, did William Shakespeare fly a drone?
If he had
I don't think he did. I think it was about a year before DJI brought first drone out, I think. Anyway, let's have a quick look.
Bloody likely.
We have.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
32 people in the chat. So,
how many?
32.
That's what I wondered, Dave.
So, Suzanne, Keith, me,
and Alan.
Alan, yeah, good evening, Alan.
Karim is in the house.
Ready? Off you go.
Caroline. In the house.
Hi, Lauren.
Keith's here. So Stevie Knowles, how you doing? Justin's here.
Mark.
You said Alan. Yeah. Laurie, you said Larry.
Alan, yeah.
Chuck's in the
Laurie.
house. Oh, yeah, Chuck.
Johnny Mac.
Caroline's
Chuckers.
in the house.
Sweet Caroline. Dun, dun, dun.
Now Pints World.
Jerry's in.
Pints World.
Ooh,
That's
oh,
good
yeah.
on me.
Hi, Jerry.
Pints
Who's Jerry?
World. So anyway, welcome. I'm not sure what your
Yeah.
name is, but welcome. Anyway, everyone's always welcome. Everyone.
Harvey's in.
Robert's in.
Hi, Lauren.
Bob's in.
Yep, got Lauren.
Dear
Harvey.
Steve.
Hello.
Robert just had a milestone, 3 million views.
He did, yeah.
Ooh.
Swimming in the skies.
JP.
JP, you're right. JP.
Texas.
What about Astro and Remy?
Oh, and Karim in Wales
good,
says
isn't
it's a
it?
sunny
Astro
day.
Remy.
It's raining in Spain, Karim.
Sky Tractor. Norman.
Yeah.
Norman.
Yes.
What about Bob Dempsey?
What about Limp
Yeah, Bob's
Sticks?
in.
Limp Sticks. Green from Central Friday.
Oh, I know Lipsticks. That's JJ.
JJ.
Sergio.
Yeah.
Sergio.
Great channel name.
You know, so
Which one?
Johnny Don't Fly. Johnny's in the house. Johnny.
Johnny Boy.
And Bob's in the house. Right, have I missed anyone? Still scrolling through it all. There's too many names.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'll find them. Oh, John Flint. Hi, John. How you doing?
Harvey.
Come on there. Is Harvey there? Hi, Harvey. I haven't come to you on the list yet, but I'm sure you're
I
Hello.
see KF Jones is asking about Kev. Kev is on the road today, so he couldn't make it.
Yes.
He's on the road again.
Johnny Mac. Joe. Okay. Oh, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Lauren.
Karen's in.
Lauren.
Helen Koo.
Karen.
Yeah,
Karen.
Karen.
Helen Koo. Karen.
Wales.
I'll get
Right.
him saying it right.
I think that's it. If I have missed you,
And Remy.
Sue's in. Did you mention Sue?
who?
Sue.
Sue who?
Sue who?
Well, we know.
Suzanne.
She was on the. She was the first one I mentioned.
Ah,
Oh, Depp's just joined us. Hi, Depp. That's Depp. That Depp is Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, no.
He watches the show every week. You know, Johnny Depp.
What's
He
he?
told me personally. Yep. He said, "There he is, Depp." Right, there's a smiley face here. Look.
Windy's in.
Yep.
Mm.
Almost 3 million. Was it? So, I just skipped up. Hang on. Almost 3 million on my Darth Wee 90-second tongue twister video. Purple burglar alarm. You try saying that 3 times in a row very quickly. Purple burglar alarm. Anyway, so tonight we have a special guest, and he's not a stranger to me, but he
Well,
may be
they're
to you
all
guys.
special.
But I'm sure he's not, because he's a very talented man indeed. So we're going to find the video and we're going to bring him in. Here we go.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
It's Colin Rose. Where is he? Well, I've got to move my screens about and get them in the right order. There we are. Let's put Colin in the middle, make him special. There we
I
are.
wondered who the special guest was, and it's me.
Colin's all-
We've been relegated, Jack.
Yeah, bottom line for you.
I can't even move you over because we need a third. We need a
I know, it's all Kev's fault.
Okay.
Words.
Yeah.
No words.
Can't you just send us a blank video so Kim? We'll have it play in the background, just looping round. Colin, welcome to.
Thank
so-
you.
You haven't been on the show before. We had
No.
met only once. We went to the Viaduct a few weeks
Apple.
ago now. Actually,
Yeah.
it must be like a couple of months ago now. Honestly, time goes so quick when you're enjoying yourself.
It's
Isn't it?
it's probably the beginning of April.
No, it was
End of
March. It was March,
March.
time. I'm not
March,
sure exactly
yeah.
what date, but we had a good
No.
time. So, and
Yeah.
Colin, and you've been away to sunny Wales, or I don't know if it was.
North Wales, yeah, Snowdonia,
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
which was great. It was the first time I've been to Wales, and it didn't rain once. Well, actually, no, that's not
That's
true.
what
It
it's
did
called.
rain overnight.
I was
one
going to say, you
night.
sure it was Wales
Yeah.
you went to, Colin?
Well, I was wondering. But,
Did you go up Snowdon, Colin?
no. I've been up Snowdon about 6 or 7 times,
Yeah.
and I've never seen the view, so I've given up.
Oh, what's it always been misty or cloudy?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah. I can be down the bottom and I can see the peak, think, right, I'm going up, and I get on the train, go up, and by the time I get up there, you can't see a thing.
Oh.
So even this time when we was driving along, and as I got closer and closer to Snowdon, the cloud come in. It thought I was going up there again.
It must be you. You jinxed
It's me.
Yeah.
Well,
Colin's
so-
arriving. Let's go cloudy.
Yeah.
For those who don't know Colin's channel is called Drone on
Aerial media.
Media. So obviously check the channel out. Perhaps we'll put a link in the chat for you to have a look at later on, because there's some very good stuff on there. Believe you me, I know there is. And Colin, so how long have you actually been flying for, Colin?
2016, I think.
Right, and first drone?
First drone was a 30 quid one.
Right, first one.
Which ended up in nearly everybody's garden except mine.
Yeah.
And then when I decided that wasn't any good, I went out and bought the original Mavic Pro.
So you never had a Phantom then? You mean tell me you had a Phantom 3?
I looked at Phantoms. I thought, I think the Mavic Pro just come out, so I thought, well, I'll go for that.
Yeah, because I had the Phantom 3 for a very, very short period of time. I'm guessing no more than about 6 months before it sort of went to a more deserving owner.
I did like the Phantom though.
I liked the Phantom 3,
Yeah.
but the Mavic Pro to me was like the beginning of the start of something different, because obviously you can fold it and
More portable, etc., etc.
it was it was a good drone.
It had that tiny little camera
Yeah.
compared to what we have now.
Oh, that's right. Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. It was. But it's always reminded me a little bit, really, the Mavic Pro, of because Terry, you had the Mavic to Zoom.
Zoom, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right.
I had the Pro Platinum.
But that Zoom camera, I think, was a very similar size to the Mavic Pro camera. I'm sure it was.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Not the same, yeah.
And Jackie, you still got
I've still got
Platinum?
Platypus, yeah.
Yeah, because the Platinum come out after the Mavic
That's
Pro,
right.
didn't it?
It was supposed to fly a bit further and be slightly
Quieter, wasn't it?
apparently.
Supposed to be quieter, a little bit, probably longer
Yeah.
battery
It had
life.
different props, as I recall.
Yeah, I think it was designed to be sort of slightly quieter. Whether it actually was or
Yeah.
not, I don't
I don't
know.
know. It sounded just the same as Terry's when we flew them together, didn't it?
Was the Platinum the one you could put extras on?
as well? Yeah.
I don't know if you can put anything extra on it. I think it was just like a Mavic Pro.
You can have
Speakers or-
exploding batteries if you want.
All right.
Oh yeah, the Mavic Zoom come with 3 exploding batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was only trying to take the cyclists out. And
You got them. Mr.
Right,
Bobby,
yeah.
what, 3-4 foot?
As if you don't know, Colin, but Terry was flying his in Spain. It gets rather hot, as you can appreciate, and Terry was flying his drone at sport mode and sort of like
sport mode.
seeing where he could break the sound barrier. I think he's trying to sort of, the airspeed record for drones. I think. And,
I was trying to get the Doppler effect on a recording.
he got
I did. I got a really good Doppler effect. It went dop.
So Chuck's just saying the Platinum had new ESCs from the Mavic Pro, and Lauren said the Platinum was the first with the quiet props.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Lauren, for the chat. And yeah.
So, we're talking about the batteries and the swollen batteries on the Mavic 2. That was an issue, and a lot of people had problems with that.
Yeah.
But DJI then, I think that they had another company that made their batteries for them. They brought that in-house. And if you notice since then, no more swollen batteries.
No, that's right. Yeah.
But the thing was as well is I think DJI had it was a bit of a cover up there somehow, because they knew, but I don't think they were open to options. That yes, we've made some faulty batteries. Send
They
your
replaced-
new ones.
If you complained, they replaced your batteries for free.
Did they?
Yeah.
You should have done that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that really was a swollen battery. I mean that really was. I mean, just battery just popped out the drone. Battery went one direction, drone went another direction, and it just sort of yeah.
Yeah, and hot weather had something to do with it as well, because most people in the warmer climates. That
Yeah, it was 40 degrees that
It
day.
was 40 degrees, wasn't it? Yeah. It was warm.
Yeah.
Anyway, Colin's very kindly. Well, Jackie's puts together some videos, so I think we better watch some videos. That's what everyone waits for. Our guest
Haven't got-
videos and enjoy, and you will enjoy them. I promise.
I haven't got a clue what she's chosen.
I think she picked all the.
Are you nervous, Colin? Are you nervous?
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah.
Well, on Marcus's word, I roll VT. Marcus,
What?
Punch it, Chewy.
Hidden behind this tree line is probably one of the most impressive remains of a Mott and Bailey castle in Essex.
Oh, that was good, Colin.
so yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Robert really liked the music. He said,
So on top of that mound, it was when it was originally built was like a wooden palisade with a wooden building inside. But as the years went on, they converted it into a stone building. And then the castle fell into disuse, and the villagers nicked all the stone and built their houses out of it.
It's nice. I mean, obviously, you can see at the end there, you can see some clues as to our videos on there tonight. But that wasn't intentional, just what Colin does at the end of his video.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I think we should have a video straight away because we've got lots to get through.
Today, I'm on my way to meet up with a couple of guys who I've never met before. Steve from Drone Seekers International and Justin from Drone Horizons. We're going to be meeting at the Chapel Viaduct. Both myself and Justin have actually been there in the last few weeks. But Steve wanted to go there because, as he said, he's got a thing about viaducts. I'm not sure if I should ask him to expand on that fact or not.
Been here an hour, folks, and the drone hasn't gone up yet.
I was waiting underneath for about half hour.
Yeah, we was all waiting in different places.
Trouble is it true with manual modes, you ain't got no GPS on it?
No.
No, because but you got a panic button.
It's all down to you. Yeah, but then you press if you get into trouble, just press the panic button and it'll go back to GPS.
The bit that I didn't realise is obviously with manual mode, because I tried the computer, you know, what do you call it? The
sim.
The sim.
Simulator.
And I just couldn't make head or tail of it because I didn't realise.
All right, Steve's ready to go.
I've got a trust one.
Yeah, that is trust, wasn't it? Okay, it was cool. But this is where you actually...
That is really quiet considering.
It is, isn't it?
That is really, the size of it's really quiet. I think my Mini 4's louder in it.
So you select what you want to do with the wheel. Yeah, that's probably high enough, isn't it? Just fly forward a bit and then select what you want to do. You want to flip it or...
That one there you're on about?
Yeah.
That one there?
Yeah.
That's what I've done, but it just kept going like that.
You have to hold it over, I think. Not just flick it, I think you have to hold it. Whee!
Bloody hell.
That looked good for me, I don't know what it looked like in there. Half an hour waiting for a train to come, and now it's come, everybody's batteries run out.
That was good.
We haven't been down the pub, Jackie. It was windy.
Yeah.
One point, I thought, they're flying the Avatars, I'll put the Mini through it, went, man. And he went through two of the houses, then it crashed.
Yeah. As soon as you come out those gaps, it just went like that.
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
it. You could hear
Crazy.
it.
Crazy.
Hey,
Looked fun. Our meetups just great. I love it.
They are because you sort of bounce off each other. I mean, you said Colin was giving Justin advice there on sort of on flipping the drone and whatever you, and it's just fun.
Hey, Jackie.
Yeah.
I flew the Avata the other day for the first time since last October, and I did the easy acro. I did the power loop.
Excellent.
Wow.
Push a button, big deal.
Well, if you want some viaducts, you'll have to come over to either Spain in September or you come over to the UK anytime you like because there's loads of viaducts to choose from here.
And do the power loops around them.
But it was a fun day. But that's what it's all about. Drone meetups are great. They're the best. And
no question.
Yeah. Right. So just read.
Colin, where's the furthest you've flown from the UK? Where's the furthest you've travelled with your drone?
Chernobyl.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Was that a leading question?
It might have been completely by accident. Would have been too early, maybe.
Yeah, a bit early. But I'll tell you what, we'll think about that and watch another video. Yeah, let's do it.
So has anyone contacted you and said, I was on that ship?
No, they haven't yet. I'm on the Ambassador Facebook page as well.
Oh, that matter of
But
time.
I mean, it's been watched loads of times, but no one's actually said, "Oh yeah, that was my cabin," or anything like that.
Put us in a drone, I want to go out and wave. Ooh, yes, me. That was me waving.
I'm actually going back there on Wednesday to film another cruise ship.
Where is that then, Colin? Is that sort of,
it's Tilbury.
I was Tilbury. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully this one will leave on time because we were told. I was told that one was going to leave at 6 o'clock, and I was told that by the Tilbury Port Authority.
Yeah.
But apparently they got it wrong. It wasn't going to leave till 8, and by then we were absolutely frozen. so we left. But this one's meant to leave at 7 on Wednesday. So
it's like waiting for a steamer. Right? Okay, well, the train just leaving the station. What station? Well, we don't know. It's left the station. Great. We were saying about the train. Trains are great at that. Is you actually go to film a train, and you put the drone up in the air waiting for the train, but also just before the train comes, you get a low reward.
Yeah. Hence the viaduct.
Yeah,
Or you get there in good time, don't you, Steve? And you're not allowed to fly.
No.
And that.
Yeah, no flying. Yeah, but I know. I mean, I must admit, it's one of the things that I've never got around to doing yet. Actually, filming a cruise ship. I'd love to. I've seen some wonderful videos on here in the past. You know, it looks like great fun. So I'd love to do that. So it's on the bucket. It's on the tick list, as it were. Right.
Hey, Colin, I'm sorry, Steve. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're right.
I was just going to ask Colin, how are the new UK drone rules? Are they going to help you? Do you think in some situations?
I want with remote ID.
I don't really know. I mean, I've watched the videos, and I've gone through the CAT. Was it 3105?
Yep.
I can't actually see any disadvantage.
I can't. I couldn't see any at all, to be honest with you.
I mean, I'm not worried about remote ID because I've got nothing to hide. So
no, exactly.
But I do think they're going to have to do something about the 250 gram weight, because if you have to put modules on a legacy drone, it's going to put it over the 249 or over the 250.
That's true. Yeah.
So I think the CAA are either going to give us, say, a 5% waiver, or put the minimum weight limit up.
It may well be that they'll disregard anything you add to it like that.
Yeah, it's possible. If they're bringing a law in that's going to actually put the drone that you bought out of the the niche it was in, then I can't see how they can do that.
Yeah, they might grandfather the older drones.
Yeah.
Well, I think when they were talking about all this before, they were talking about the categories, weren't they? You know, the Cat 1s and all A's, but yeah, and they suddenly realised that no one was doing it. So I'll tell you what, we'll just leave it for now. So who knows? But sort of on the surface of it, I couldn't really see anything that was going to sort of be a disadvantage, as it were.
But didn't it give you more leeway with when you can fly your drones in urban areas and over people, etc.?
Yeah. I mean, you can fly it. We were talking about, was it cat? Was it something 16? Is it category 16 or something?
Article 16.
Article 16. That's the one which allows you to fly closer anyway. And I've got an A2 CFC which sort of allows me to do it. But to be honest with you, it doesn't affect me because I'm not any time looking to fly sort of that close to people anyway.
Well, no.
People, I find that exciting. I'm sorry to say.
The biggest disadvantage I can see, Marcus, is DJI themselves are going to have to produce a drone in the future that have got these modules on, and they've still got to keep it under the 250 gram mark.
Yeah.
So what are we going to lose in that respect?
No.
Yeah, I think they can do that pretty easily. And that they'll be able to add remote ID without adding a lot of weight. I mean, obviously the drones that I currently have, the Mini 4, it's box remote ID as is. When I put the heavier battery in it already transmits remote ID.
Yeah, we as far as I'm aware, in the UK, I'm not about in Spain, but we can't actually get the bigger battery, the longer life battery in the UK.
Can't get them here, I don't think. Can we
No, you can't. No.
It's all to do with weight, isn't it? So, okay, right. Moving on, so we've got still lots of videos. We've got 25 minutes to do it. So, let's try this one. I've done that one. This one. Now this one's a little bit different, but it's got. I'll say one thing, flipper.
Hello, it's Colin again from Drone On. I've started to notice a few problems with the Avata 1 when I'm flying with the motion controller. Just watch how it dips here on a turn and seems to lose altitude. I'll play that again in slow motion. Okay, not very evident, but look at this one. But other times it flies perfectly. I took it to the Horseshoe Falls in North Wales and wanted to get a nice slow fly over the water. I've flown over water many times before without any problems. I was avoiding the branches that were sticking out. A nice slow flight, frightening ducks. Then this happened. It just stalled for no reason. I'll show you that again. Nothing around it at all and had a full signal. So I decided to fly back. On approaching the weir, I tried to gain height, but it started acting weird again and its nose hit the water. I managed to pull it up and get out of trouble. I'll rewind that. I got it back and decided it must be the props, so changed them. I took it out again, but this time not over water. Again, a nice easy flight. It stalled again. No obstructions and not near the ground. I'm also having problems lining it up for a gap. Look at this, no wind, but I'm struggling to get a good line. Never had that problem before. I don't know what the problem is yet. I will set it back to default and test it again. I'll let you know what happens. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, you go. We all live in the Sierra submarine. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
When you mention drones and water, Jackie runs. Jackie, fly that puddle.
It's not a good mix. But oh my god, that actually skimmed into the water, didn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant. I wouldn't have said anything. I'd have just put that in a video. Watch.
Look at my skillful flying.
So, Colin, what was the ultimate solution? I mean, obviously there was something going on with the drone.
Yeah, I've found it.
And?
Not going to tell.
Oh no, he's going to make another video.
Well, that video I just watched is unlisted at the moment, so that'll go live after the show.
Oh yeah,
And I've found the problem. I've found the problem, and I've done another video to add on to the end of it.
Oh, excellent.
Like part 2. So I mean, the question is, did I fix it? Did it go back to DJI?
That was my question.
Yeah, I put it in the bin.
we will tune into your channel.
Yeah.
Colin's drone is now swimming with the fishes. Well, actually, Suzanne was saying she had a similar problem. She says, well, I've seen it here somewhere. My Vata 2 stalled twice near the,
I think that was near water as well, wasn't it?
Glamorgan Chapel too.
I mean, I fly over water all the time. Where I live, we've got water on 3 sides of us. I'm always flying over water.
I'll take it. I mean, you didn't lose signal or anything. I mean, you still had the signal.
No. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, the last video I posted, I thought I'd lost a drone too, but it came back.
Skytrack. Norm says you fixed it. That's my guess. You'd have to
It's
watch
not
the video.
There's no prizes. There's no
No,
prizes.
no prizes.
I've got a very damp Avata.
Hey, so I might have been in Britain. So if I was in the British Virgin Islands, was I in Britain?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got the
I
word
was in
Britain in
Britain.
it.
I almost
It's
lost
got,
my.
it's got the word Britain in it. You're in Britain.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
if,
it was
if I'm on Lakenheath Air Base in Suffolk, am I in America?
Good point.
Probably.
No,
It's American laws.
no, it's
Well,
not.
yeah,
But
I mean-
it's an RAF base.
I used to go to an American base. I'm trying to remember the name of the place was now, and we could only spend American dollars there. We could not
Yeah,
spend pounds.
that's always the case on American bases. But all the American airfields that are in Britain are run by the RAF.
Right.
So it's
Very,
RAF
very,
located.
very American laws, though, I must admit.
Yep, it's all American laws.
Because technically, I mean, that they even have, well, yeah, everything is like part a very sort of mini part of America. So I think
Okay, so I got something to add to that. This is important. When I was in Hawaii, the James Cook, Captain Cook Memorial, the United States, the British built that memorial. It's a big obelisk. The United States gave that property to Great Britain, and it is owned by Great Britain.
Oh, okay.
Where that's and it's remote. You can only hike into it. There's no roads going into it. There's no. I was able to fly a drone to it, obviously, but they ceded that to Great Britain. So I assume that's.
So you flew your drone in England, in Britain, then?
Yes, I did, didn't I?
Wow.
I probably broke a few rules too.
No,
Yeah.
we got Mildenhall, we got Lakenheath. They're the nearest ones. Mildenhall's about 10 miles from where I live, and Lakenheath is just up the road from there. And there was Bentwaters, and there was another one. I can't remember the name of it now, but it was more your way actually. I think
Chicksands was American.
No, Rendlesham.
it wasn't far from. I think that's where Bentwaters is out Rendlesham.
Oh, is it? Oh.
I can't.
I don't know the way it's going. The rest of the world is going to kick American bases. They're going to kick them all out.
Well, there was talk of the Mildenhall base actually closing a few years ago. So they used to have an air show there years ago, obviously because of all the let's say the problems with security and whatever. That was very quickly sort of like removed. It was unfortunate. It was a very good air show. Anyway, let's and crack on with another video. I think there we are. Yeah, here we go.
Wow,
That was lovely.
really nice.
Loved it.
That was filmed last year when I went to North Wales, and I think it was 3 times I put the drone up on that holiday. Got it a couple of 100 meters away, and the heavens opened.
Oh,
So 3 times I was in the local loos trying to dry my clothes out under the hand dryer, and the
next
drone.
time go out in swimming trunks.
Bob says overcast day is better for video. I think it's true, actually. At least you haven't got any sort of sunshine to sort of whack into. But right, so we've got a video now that's I think is I'm guessing very. Colin,
Wait, where's the furthest place you've flown, Colin?
Southend.
Well, this is a video of Southend on a very dismal day.
Yeah, not a lot of
It was
people
so
about.
bad, the rides weren't even open. So see what you think, because Southend is a nice place, trust me, but this looks a bit.
I don't think
I'll
it's
tell
the
you
same.
what, I'll let you be the judge of it. I'll watch this.
Fish and chips and whelks.
Yeah, I don't think they even had them there, Terry, to be honest with you, but
No whelks.
let's watch it.
Yes, that was Steve Timewell's trip, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
That is such an and you captured it perfectly, and the music you chose for that, Colin, was on the button, because it just had that eeriness about it. Just one word would describe that for me, was just eerie. And Dave in the chat, he said that every noise you jump, what was his very words? He was saying about every sort of sound you like.
Yeah, I noticed
eerie.
it is eerie. Yeah, yeah. I noticed, as it Bob said, that the trees are still growing.
Yeah,
but they're not actually still growing. They're new trees. They're growing on the roads and the pavements. and they're grown in about 6 inches of soil.
Mm.
It's amazing.
Laurie was saying, is there an issue with safety flying there? I mean, I'm guessing not, because you
You have to have a big Geiger counter go over you.
Yeah, we have all that, but no, we were told to try and not to kick up any dust.
Don't disturb the ground. And that's one of the things, the problems when the Russians invaded, is they said they dug in, they kicked up all kinds of dust. And then more recently, they hit that sarcophagus with a missile. So there's a big hole in the sarcophagus over it now. They're trying to figure out what to do, because and creates a lot of problems.
I mean, there's quite a few zones where you're not allowed to fly, because that's where they dump some of the nuclear waste.
Right.
But our guide that we had, what was his name? Vladimir, I think. Vlad. It was quite funny, because we get to a site and he'll say, "We'll all get out the minibus," and he'd say, "Right, no drone flying here, very illegal, no drone flying." And within about 2 minutes, there'd be he'd just stand there and he'd go, "English."
But yeah, it must have been a good experience for you.
Yeah, wow.
Brilliant.
I remember
brilliant.
the time I was asking for people to go there. I was really tempted. I thought, no, maybe not. I checked
no.
actually.
I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I went.
I think you made the right decision. And so when I was Steve Tom, I mean, how many years ago was it there, Colin? Just remind me.
It was
It's been about 6, 7.
No, 2021. we were the biggest group of drone flyers ever to go there.
Oh wow!
And we were the last group to ever go there before the invasion.
Oh, of course.
It was whilst we were on the air, because I remember Steve talking about it.
Yeah, we had Steve Tolman on the show, and he'd made a video, and I don't think it was that old then. I mean, we'd have to look back. I don't remember how long ago.
Yeah, it was October 2021.
Wow.
So, Colin, you wore a dosimeter the whole time you were in there, correct?
Yeah. And every time we came out the in-air exclusion zone, we had to go through a machine that measures any radiation.
Gotcha.
So you just stand there and pray.
Anyway, when it's come to that time, I know everyone's waiting.
Norm says you look like the Ready Brek kid now, Colin.
You got a glow around you.
Oh, yeah. I can't reach the main light from here. I've got lights everywhere.
Believe it or not, Colin hasn't got a light on. He's just a glow.
Yeah, I've been Chernobyl. I'm glowing.
Oh, Terry's in an awkward place to point to.
No,
This way. Colin, point at it. This way.
Point downwards, that's it. That's the way. So you know what that means, then, don't you?
You ready? I'm ready.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
I think last week going incognito and covering my face so nobody could see who was telling the joke worked, because it's still
we
there.
couldn't hear it properly.
But yeah, we go back to our normal. There was once a man took great care of his body. He worked out every day, lifted weights, jogged 6 miles like clockwork. His routine was like clockwork, and he was a fit man. One morning, while checking himself out in the mirror, he noticed he was perfectly tanned. That wonderful, not orange, beautiful tan. Not a problem at all, until there was one little spot that wasn't tanned. And I don't think I need to mention what it was. Determined to fix it, he went to the beach, took off all of his clothes and buried himself in the sand, and just that little part sticking out to catch the sun. You get my drift, obviously, now. A little while later, 2 sweet old ladies were out for a walk. One, using her cane, spotted the unusual sight poking out of the sand. She tapped it with her cane and shook her head. This stirred that little thing, got it bigger. She said to her friend, There's no justice in this world. The friend asked, "Why do you say that?" The lady replied, "When I was 20, I was curious about it. At 30, I enjoyed it. At 40, I asked for it. 50, I paid for it. At 60, I prayed for it. At 70, I forgot all about it. And now that I'm 80, the darn things are growing wild on the beach and I'm too old to swat."
Terry's joke of the week.
I like that one.
Love it.
Yeah.
Mr. Haas, where do you find them? I'm just telling you.
Oh, it takes me
On the
ages.
beach,
to do it.
apparently.
Funny enough, Linda sends them to me. Oh. What does PA mean?
What?
Excellent.
Oh, it's oh no, Pa.
Anyway, on the note, another video for I Do Pray. Go.
For all intents and purposes, Gurick Castle is the quintessential medieval fortification nestled into the hillside. But not all is what it seems. The castle was the brainchild of Lloyd Hesketh Bamford Hesketh, who wanted to build it in memory of his mother. Building began in 1812, on the site of an earlier Elizabethan house. Made famous by the TV program I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, the castle is now undergoing extensive restoration under the guidance of the Gurrick Castle Preservation Trust. In its Victorian heyday, the castle was a sumptuous residence that enjoyed visits from eminent people of the time, including, it is said, Queen Victoria. The castle fell into decline during the early part of the 20th century, and saw it being used for different purposes at this time. In the Second World War it was used to house Jewish refugees. Later it became a venue for a scrambling event, training ground for boxers, and a base for medieval reenactments such as jousting. The castle was regularly seen by Mark Baker on his way to school. Deciding that something must be done to save it, he started his campaign to form the trust at the age of 12. The rest, as they say, is history.
Wow, that was good.
Gurrick Castle was one of the locations where I put the drone up and the heavens opened.
Oh, it's definitely you. It's definitely you.
Don't come over here, Colin.
So I didn't get all the aerial footage I needed then.
Yeah.
What you
Don't
need to do,
come over
Colin,
here.
you need
Please.
your
It
little
doesn't
umbrella.
rain here.
Don't rain.
Your little umbrella on top of your drone.
Yeah.
Laurie says, "Can you tour the whole castle?" I'm
Yeah.
guessing so. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
Well, most of it, unless there's scaffolding or whatever up. But yeah,
Yeah. For
it's
those
really
who don't
it's
know,
fascinating. But going there, it's this, and they've just got a grant, I think, to re-roof the main part of it and put the floors back in.
because that was used for I'm a Celebrity for about 2 years, was it? I think. I'm sure it was 2 years.
Yeah,
wasn't
during
the
COVID. Yeah.
it? During
thing,
COVID,
wasn't
that's
it?
right. Yeah, so it must have been 2021.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, there we are. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed it tonight, guys, because, Colin's videos, and obviously check out Colin's channel,
Yeah.
which is, Colin, give a shout out for your channel.
Yeah, can I say thank you to everyone for all their kind comments, because
Indeed.
I daren't touch the chat in case I lose you all.
No, I mean, that's it. That's what we do. I mean, and Colin, your videos are sort of worthy of, of watching on our show. And
Thank you.
and we look forward to having another meet up in the very future, hopefully.
Yeah,
Colin.
definitely.
And so that's
Come
all
over
the
to
time for this
Spain.
week, guys. And
September.
And we look forward to seeing if the Avata lives or dies or swims or.
yeah,
Yeah.
and when are you actually going to post that, Colin? Are you going to sort of post it?
I'm going to put it on as soon as the show's finished. I'm going to put them up.
So they're off. So anyone curious
Well,
what happened to
nine-
Colin?
On aerial
Avata?
media.
9:15, 9:30. They'll be up.
Lawrence has asked me if I've got a second photograph. I don't know because I haven't looked yet, but I will look at that, Lauren. Thanks very much for that. And good
Bernie's just
memories.
arrived. We're just finishing Bernie.
Is Bernie there? Hi, Bernie. Anyway, Bernie, nice to meet you. Thanks, Bernie. Thanks for popping in. You've got to set your clock that way, an hour. All right. Well, thanks very much for everyone. Colin, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon. And
Nice to meet you all.
And no doubt we'll do it all again next week. In fact,
Yeah.
I know we will. So until then, fly safe, work safe. Whatever you're doing, do it safely, and we'll see you all again.
Happy
8
Mother's
p.m.
Day.
next time.
Mother's
And
Day.
what, Terry? Sorry.
It's Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day
America.
in America.
It is. It's Mother's Day in the U.S.
Yeah, I understand why Mother's Day is different. I know you could never understand why it was a different date to the UK, but I know now. So anyway, have fun, everyone.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.
Yeah.